Here's Jefferson. Can't hit. And Cleveland the other way now. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And the thing I took away from that game was how dominant they were on the boards.
Well, it's impossible not to see that domination. Based on the numbers, it was really lopsided in the rebounding battle.
Charlotte moving it around. Now the pass to Stevenson. Kicks it to Walker. Now the feed to Jefferson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Irving with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Indiana. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, guys. I caught up with the Hornets head coach. The one player on his mind in this matchup, Kevin Love. And it's not for his scoring ability, but for the harm he can do to a team on the backboards. You saw what he can do to teams if he goes unchecked, coach said. We don't want to let him get up and get over 20 or 30 rebounds on us. And to do that, we got to check him out each time a shot goes up. Guys, easier said than done.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Noel sets a screen for James. Here's the floater. And Noel with the basket on the assist by James.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Walker the pass to Kid Gilchrist. He dishes it to Jefferson. And stolen by LeBron. Irving kicks to James. Pass to Noel. The shot misses. Jefferson with some nice D. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
Charlotte shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
Well, pretty good numbers this season at the line for this club. Right around 78% as a team.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Waiters dishes to Irving. Back to Waiters. Over to the wing. Noel sets a screen for Love. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
Yeah, not enough defensive coverage there to prevent him from firing that time. But, yeah, I think if he's open, he's got to let that thing fly.
Here's Walker following the basket by Kyrie Irving. And Walker kicks to Stevenson. From short range, the Cavaliers pull it in.
And the defense did a pretty good job of closing off the middle once he got inside the lane.
That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. While we have a moment here, let's reveal the teams that have been holding opponents to the fewest points this month. 5th on the list, the Hornets.
Yeah, they've been on a defensive tear lately, allowing so few points, and I think it's the energy with which they've played.
Love with the screen on Walker. James kicks to Love. That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. And the Eastern Conference has been fun to watch. A lot of focus as always this year. And as we hit the midseason surge, let's check out the standings and how they're shaping up. We'll look at Cleveland. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And, of course, Charlotte, 8.5 games behind them.
Well, I think for Charlotte, they've lived up to what was expected of them more or less, I think. But some of their fans probably had a little more in mind.
Well, fans always have more in mind, Clark. I mean, everybody wants their team to win it all. But I think this team has performed admirably to this point. And they've been rock solid, and we'll see if they can maybe make a push heading into the playoffs. And you got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
Now here's Waiters. 20 points for him last game against Indiana.
And he did some nice work on the boards too, Kevin. That was definitely a factor in that game as well.
LeBron outside. And a wide open look for Irving. There's Noel. Dishes to Waiters. He feeds it to LeBron. Love with the screen for LeBron. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Hornets have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Walker the pass to Kid Gilchrist. He kicks it to Jefferson. From 12 feet out. Good as the jump shot falls. Jefferson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Tough assignment for that defender with the size mismatch we're seeing.
Yeah, I just don't think he's big enough to handle it.
Noel sets a screen for LeBron. Back to Irving. Pulls it up. Another shot. The dish now to Noel. It's stolen by Jefferson. Stevenson against Waiters. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. Here's Jefferson. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. This is his first chance at the line tonight. No good on that one. Ennis, he's checked in for James. And he sinks the second. Here's Irving. He's got 5. Feeds to Waiters. Shoots the 3. Walker with the rebound. Charlotte in the lead. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Estebanle. Tries again. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul him, and free throws are better than a layup.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And his free throws are only going in at about a 72% rate this season. Not a terrible number, but something that could definitely improve.
Zeller, he's checked in for Al Jefferson.
And now a look at Lance Stevenson, some stats on him. He's been having a nice year. He's averaging 15 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. I think he's got to be pretty pleased with his output, and you know he's always looking to push himself.
And that's what the best players do, Steve. You play with one of the all-time greats in Michael Jordan. Nothing comes easy in the NBA against top talent, night in and night out. And I think the way he's been playing shows he's been working a lot on different aspects of his game.
2 on the clock. And another miss by Cleveland.
Just cannot find the rhythm. Still yet to hit a shot this quarter.
Raiders against Walker. Kid Gilchrist dishes to Walker. Wide open. A second chance effort. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got his 5th rebound in this one. Ennis kicks to Noel. Passes to Irving. Shot by Ennis. Nobody around. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Hornets leading by 3. Zeller setting the pick for Walker. Inside and stolen by Love. Now here's Waiters. Right now averaging 17 points a game. Irving attacking. Vonleh with the rebound. Vonleh's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
That's good. Hornets shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Zeller. And the rejection by Love. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. From 10 feet out. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Cleveland's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Stevenson passes to Kid Gilchrist. Nobody near Stevenson. Gets an open look and hits. And the Hornets lead by 3.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. Kirsten comes in for Lance Stevenson. And Brian Roberts subbed in for Kemba Walker. And then for Cleveland, Anderson Varejão's checked in for Noel. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Waiters. Now, here is Irving. 5 points in the game, just 4 to shoot. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession.
A nice play to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
I tell you what, guys, if he gets there a fraction earlier, that's a steal.
Here's Thompson. Ennis kicks to Dellavedova. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Looking at the Cavaliers over the last 10 and how they compare to the rest of the league, this is what we've got. First in rebounding, first in field goal percentage, and they're also number 1 in opponent field goal percentage. This is a team that prides itself on not giving up easy shots.
And probably what impresses me the most, Clark, out of all those stats you're talking about is the rebounds per game, because this is a team that has become very physical. They'll put a body on you, and they'll really dominate the paint if you don't stand up to the task and really attack them back.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And that's going to open things up for them on the perimeter going forward, Clark.
Thompson outside. Out to the right wing. Dellavedova dishes to Thompson. Ennis passes to Irving. Fires from deep. And it's Noah Vonleh with a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Dellavedova kicks to Irving. The pass to Thompson. Now here's Ennis. Henderson defending. Irving from long range. And he gets the bucket. Irving's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Cleveland.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Roberts passes to Hairston. There's a screen. Here's Henderson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And let's go to a rundown of the best point guards from the free throw line over the course of the last month. Here is your 2K leaderboard. 4th, Kyrie Irving.
They are as reliable at the free throw line as you're going to find in this league. And that's something we've come to expect from the point guard position.
Yeah, that is typically where we find a lot of the top foul shooters in the league, quite honestly. But that doesn't mean we should take these guys for granted now. I mean, they put in an enormous amount of work to get to that level.
Hernandez checked in for the Cavaliers. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Here's Roberts. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Fires the 3. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
No, you don't see him miss that shot very often. When he's open like that, it's usually lights out.
And it's Dellavedova missing. Charlotte in the lead. Roberts dishes to Vonleh. Charlotte moving the ball around. Shot by Roberts, no good. The Cavaliers shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Varejão setting the pick for Ennis. Kicks to Dellavedova. From outside the arc. Offensive rebound. Pass to Hernandez. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Now Zeller. 14 points from him the last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
I thought his rebounding was impressive as well. He made some big boards, really helped out on the glass, helped his team out big time.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's Charlotte up by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment here at the Time Warner Cable Arena in Charlotte.